Good morning. Today on Spotlight, get ready for the July 4th holiday and summer programs for the city's downtown public spaces. What's on tap for 2021 as Michigan reopens from the COVID-19 restrictions? Eric Larson, CEO of the Downtown Detroit Partnership, will join me. And later on our Sunday morning program, we'll look at one of the sides of the controversial battle over the Detroit Charter revision. Commission Vice Chair Nicole Small and Commission General Counsel Lamont Satchel will share their points of view. It's Sunday, July 4th, and this is Spotlight on the News. There are a lot of people who probably used to go downtown all the time because of COVID, maybe haven't been down in a year or even 6 months or something, but with summertime upon us, a lot of people say it's time to get back downtown. Bring us up to date. How is downtown faring and what are you doing to draw people back?
Well, Chuck, I can't thank you enough for one, having me today, and also just the amount of focus that you have continued to bring to the city and the city's recovery and what's needed in order for us to really work our way through what has been a really challenging time. As you said, over the last 15 months, individuals and businesses have really suffered both personal loss as well as financial loss. And we are now coming back in a very, very, strong and in many ways, a bit of a new sort of way to embrace the city. Much of the daytime work population still is not, in the offices downtown, Chuck. We did a survey of our top 13 employers in the downtown. 63% of them suggested they would have some portion of their workforce back in, coming back into the office in July. By the fall, 93% of those companies would have some portion of their workforce back in the office. But the reality is, because of COVID, people are working differently. The expectations of how you work and the flexibility in your workday have become more important. And so we think that there'll still be a fairly sizable segment of the work population that's going to find ways to either have flexible work schedules or work remotely. So we got to create better ways to make sure that they aren't forgetting about the downtown when they're working from home, and that visitors and families that live and support Detroit have reasons to come downtown. Chuck, through the pandemic, we saw in many cases 140% increase in the use of our public spaces. As you know, we operate 6 of the premier parks in the downtown, Campus Martius being the center point of that your downtown studio looks out on. And and so what we've tried to do through the pandemic and now coming out of the pandemic is create program content that really not only is attractive and gives an opportunity for families to participate in safe and inviting programming, but also make sure that it's free and accessible. Sure. And so, for instance, a great example coming out of the pandemic of a rebound was the Grand Prix. We all missed it last year. It came roaring back, no pun intended or pun intended, back into the city. It was the first sort of fully attended event, and it went off really well. And people that attended it were very excited about it. So things like that, Chuck, are great examples of the way that the city is starting to embrace people as they return to the city. Throughout the pandemic and now post-pandemic, we've had to think creatively. The rink at Campus Martius, we didn't know whether we were going to have 3 people or have 200 people as we would normally have per day. And so we've had to be very flexible and had to create spaces. But I think what is unique about our public spaces is you have the ability to come together but be spaced. You have the ability to come together but be outside. You have the ability to come together and engage in a very, very safe but also active way. And so we are partnering with the Detroit Dealers Association this summer, August 5th. It'll run 4 days with what is called MC3, Motor City Car Crawl. We're going to program car-related events throughout the downtown, including a charity event like it is normal for the auto show, with Sheryl Crow as the headliner. Obviously, this that we're following the Grand Prix with the Mortgage Classic. Our partners at Rocket Mortgage and Bedrock have created a midway with a roller rink and basketball courts in the downtown. So Chuck, lots of different creative ways to make sure that the downtown is open, accessible, and quite frankly, inviting.
All right, we're going to let you catch your breath for a quick second, take a quick little break. We'll hurry right back with a few more questions to Eric Larson. Stay with us. And welcome back to Spotlight, talking to Eric Larson. He is CEO of the Downtown Detroit Partnership. Eric, what about things for kids? Detroit's always been a family-friendly city, and in summer times, the kids are out of school, and a lot of people want to say, what can I do downtown this summer in our public spaces with the kids?
Yeah, so we have a wonderful program that has been running now for a number of years, movie nights in the D. It's a great time to bring your family, sit on the great lawn in Campus Martius and watch a family-friendly movie. We also have a number of various program elements throughout the week that have created sort of a rhythm to what families can expect. So whether it's the night markets, whether it's silent disco, whether it's the fitness and yoga opportunities in all of our parks, across the downtown. All of those things are geared to making sure that there are opportunities for kids of all ages. We've got a fairly significant senior population in the downtown, and finding ways to engage and make sure that that population, who quite frankly for a good part of the pandemic was locked in their facilities, is now able to get back out and play chess and checkers in the park and do some of those things. We continued to service these public spaces in the downtown throughout the pandemic. The ambassador program kept things clean and safe, and I can't thank the team that does that day in and day out, no matter what the conditions are. The property owners that voluntarily contribute into the biz in the downtown that make that possible supported a lot of those activities. Obviously, our board leadership, led by Cindy Paskey and Dan Lepp, is very important to our overall success. But Chuck, there are some things that we also have done to make it a little more accessible. We installed free Wi-Fi, for instance, throughout the downtown with a partnership with Cronus Communications. That's a Detroit-based communications and Wi-Fi provider. It's free. We're seeing over 4,000 people logging in during the weekdays and over 6,000 on the weekends. And then we did things like created the Spirit Card, which is a way to support small businesses. And it's a digital gift card that anyone can purchase, and it is geocoded so that it's only redeemable at Detroit-based businesses throughout the city. And it's another way to recognize that many of us that have been living through this needed additional support and help, and small businesses are just another one of those.
Any brand new amenities that people can take in this summer that maybe weren't there last summer?
So we continue to expand on all of our parks. Capitol Park is the one that is under the most transformation right now, and that is become a really unique little neighborhood park with a brand new dog park that has become the go-to place for the residents that are now living around the Capitol Park. Obviously, Cadillac Square, we continue to improve on. We have the food truck rallies and are building upon the infrastructure for that. And we too have been benefited by a number of awards. USA Today ranked Campus Martius and our overall downtown parks as #1 public squares in their poll. So we're very excited to be part of a network of parks. You mentioned the riverfront, but we have obviously Belle Isle. We have the grand parks that are in the neighborhoods. Detroit is very unique in its ability to have public spaces that not only provide unique experiences, but also are historically very, very well designed and very well programmed.
Eric, one quick final question. I know that it's not necessarily your responsibility, but you probably have your ear closer to the ground than a lot of people. Any word yet in terms of when our international neighbors, Canada's going to be opening up? Because a lot of people like to go downtown and whisk through the tunnel or across the bridge, have dinner or something, and then whisk right on back.
Or get it open in time for hockey season. But
Right.
yes, absolutely. So I don't have any better clarity in my crystal ball than most. I do know that things are starting to open up. My assistant actually lives in Windsor, and so I've been directly, and she has been directly impacted by the border crossing. But it seems like they are starting to get that opened up. I also was encouraged, Chuck, as you reported, that the Gordie Howe Bridge progress is starting to ramp back up, and I think that's important, not only as an economic driver for our community, but also obviously as an opportunity to connect the two countries and quite frankly, two populations that not only rely but enjoy each other's amenities.
All right, Eric Larson, CEO of the DDP. Thanks so much for joining us today on Spotlight, bringing us up to date. Hopefully it'll turn out to be a great summer, and everybody go down and enjoy it, and just remember to be safe and follow whatever rules are in place. All right.
Thank you so much. We're open and ready to see everyone.
All right, thanks so much, and looking forward to getting down there. And when Spotlight returns, we'll turn our attention to the Detroit Charter Revision Commission and one side of that interesting controversy. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Spotlight. Joining me now is Nicole Small and Lamont Satchel, both representing the Detroit Charter Revision Commission. Welcome to Spotlight. Hope the both of you are doing well.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. Mr. Satchel, I'm going to start with you as the attorney for the commission. Bring us up to date, because there's been a whole lot of legal seesaw back and forth in the courts on this one. I know that on Wednesday you go before the Michigan Supreme Court. You'll be presenting your argument there. What do you hope?
Well, it's our expectation that the Supreme Court will follow the current law, as the Court of Appeals and the lower court, Judge Kenney, did not do in addressing the relevant law. As you know, the Supreme Court had to step in, actually, and stay Judge Kenney's order, allowing it to go on the ballot. And then when the Court of Appeals ruled against the commission in the 2-1 decision with Karen Fort Hood voting in favor of the commission, the Supreme Court again stepped in and said, no, we're going to enter a stay. It goes on the ballot, and we're going to make a decision as to whether or not we're going to hear this case. They subsequently last week made the decision that we're going to hear this case, and we want the parties to come before us on the 7th to argue the case in Lansing. And they will make a decision with respect to whether or not the charter is appropriate to be voted on by the electors, but they have ruled that
and
it can
be on the ballot, correct?
On the ballot. It's currently on the ballot.
And you want it to obviously stay on the ballot.
Exactly.
All right. Is there a chance that they could, after hearing your arguments, say, nope, take it off the ballot?
So we're joined in our lawsuit by a group of civil rights professors, scholars from Wayne State University, who have sided with us, and the other scholars and attorneys that have looked at this issue have agreed that we have a right to have this on the ballot. Indeed, the governor and Dana Nessel, in their review of the charter, said that despite the objections that the governor has given to the Detroit charter, you have a right to put it on the ballot. And in fact, we were moving in that direction until a lawsuit was filed by Reverend Sheffield, who apparently has not even read the charter. He admitted he had not even read the charter at the time he filed the lawsuit, and as late as maybe a couple of weeks ago. So it is our expectation and hope that the Supreme Court will act appropriately, follow the current case law, and would agree with both the governor and Dana Nessel, who is responsible for interpreting the state law, that it can go on the ballot.
Nicole Small, you've been a part of this commission for the better part of, what, I guess about 3 years now.
Yeah.
You probably have a little bit of whiplash by now. Tell us why you feel this charter is so important with the changes that you've made.
Because this is what the people have stated they wanted, an overwhelming response. How we got here is because for so many years, Detroiters have addressed their concerns, the changes that they wanted to see in our government and how it operates, and it continued to fall on deaf ears. So they voted in 2018 to open the charter in a primary election for the gubernatorial election, and then they voted in a general election to elect 9 commissioners to do the work. And that work was organizing and engaging with citizens across this entire city, saying, hey, what do you want to see? While we did receive more than 500 submissions from Detroiters on specifically what they wanted to see revised in the charter, we weren't able to, approve and adhere to all of those concerns, but we did to a great portion of them that fell within the guidelines of the law. So that's why it's important. It's not about what the 9 commissioners wanted. It's about the change that Detroiters say that they want. They have tried to appeal to the leadership that has been elected for the last couple of administrations, and nothing was ever done. So they said, let's put it in writing. Let's put it in our city's constitution so it can have teeth. And all the people are asking for some safeguards that actually protect them and just stop this overwhelming protection of corporate interests. And I think that that's more than fair.
All right, we need to take a quick little break. When we come back, I want to have both of you respond to the television commercials that we see up right now with very prominent people saying that Proposal P would not be in the best interest of Detroit voters. We'll be right back. Stay with us. And welcome back to Spotlight, talking to Attorney Lamont Sancho, General Counsel, and Nicole Small, a member of the commission. Here are some of the things that, whether it's in the commercials or throughout this whole process, respected leaders in this town are saying would not be good for the citizens with Proposal P. They're saying that it would lead to fiscal crisis. It would interfere with the bankruptcy agreement that we have. It could potentially affect pensions. It's not a revenue generator. That even if there may be some good things in there, that it is not a fiscally responsible charter. How do you respond to that, either one of you and both of you?
I can. First of all, the mayor first came out and said it was going to cost $3.4 billion to implement the charter. Then he came down to $2 billion. Well, we got we've learned of this because they sent it to the media. They never discussed this with us. When we did get a copy of the analysis that they did, it was clear that they did not look at this in terms of determining how is the most cost-effective way of implementing the charter. And so when we looked at the document, they made a mistake actually and sent us a portion of the document that sort of given us some insight into how they came up with the numbers. So we took it to an independent expert to do an analysis of it. And it turns out that at the most, it would cost maybe $7 million. Over the last 9 years, the city has spent $57 million on police misconduct lawsuits, which is about $6 or $7 million a year. There's provisions in the charter that deal directly with this issue that would decrease or eliminate that cost altogether. There are other revenue generating ideas in the charter with respect to savings if the city implemented properly some of the changes. So the city never did an analysis to determine what will be the cost savings from the implementation of certain provisions of the proposed charter. And when you do a true fiscal analysis with respect to what the charter would cost, it turns out that it's not $3.4 billion or $2 billion, that those numbers are exaggerated. For instance, they said that it would cost $260 million to employ 42,000 students during the summer. Well, the language in the charter does not require them to employ 42,000 students. What it said was, within city government, it's very important that we give students opportunity to be exposed to various types of crafts and various types of opportunities, job opportunities. So we left it up to them. They just exaggerated numbers. I would ask this, ask the people who are coming out, who are saying that this is going to bankrupt the city, if they've read not only the mayor's projections, but have they read our analysis? And more importantly, This is what no one talks about. We've asked the mayor to provide us the backup documentation with respect to how we arrived at the numbers. It's been 3 months. They haven't given it to us.
Sure. Let me give Nicole, who's been a part of this commission from the very beginning, a chance to respond to all of this. You've got a current mayor who says this would not be good. You got a former mayor saying that there are problems with this as well. You have a lot of respected leaders running commercials around town. How are you going to respond to that from a public standpoint? Do you have your own ads that are going to be up on the air that you can go toe-to-toe with them on? Do you have the money to be able to do that?
Yes, so we have some ads coming out very soon. Also, in regards to the accusations and the false narrative around us bankrupting the city, I think it's really important that Detroiters understand P cannot be a problem for pensioners, considering how we had active retirees who were heavily engaged with their own focus group around the revisions in the charter, more specifically around the composition of the pension board, and they are sick and tired of having their pension stolen and handed over to rich developers who never fulfill their agreements with the city, and they want their pension money back, but they don't have adequate representation. So people should know that that's true. Just to piggyback off of what Lamont is saying, let's be clear about the process, Chuck. The process is not for us to dictate a dollar amount, a definitive amount that should be spent for any revision. We approve the revision. It is up to the city council, as it has always been, to implement these revisions in the most fiscally responsible way. And I find it a little bit frustrating and concerning that we have a mayor who currently has just requested from city council almost $1 billion that was allocated from the federal government to go to the people, and now he's going to put it in his coffer. We have a former mayor who is definitely, if you ask a lot of Detroiters, even those who have supported him, I mean, his actions and behavior wasn't the most fiscally responsible to benefit Detroiters. We simply have done the work that we were elected to do. I think that no one has to agree with voting or supporting the charter. But if you are going to oppose it, let's be clear about the opposition being something that's actually written in the charter.
All right. General Counsel Lamont Satchel, member of the commission, Nicole Small. Obviously, we haven't heard the last of this. We'll certainly be giving equal time to those that are opposing Proposal P. And when all is said and done, it's the voters, if it gets on the ballot, remains on the ballot, that may get the final word in all of this. We appreciate you joining us today on Spotlight, and stay in touch with us on this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the Spotlight. We hope you have a great week.